Hello guys, this video is actually long overdue. I've promised that I was going to share this video with you guys for quite some time now, but because of my busy schedule, I've not been able to do that, and I'm happy to share with you guys now. So yes, today's video is all about telling you how I was able to secure a job in the UK without a CV. Yes, without a CV. I know that currently getting a job in the UK is it's not an easy thing, especially for those who are currently in the UK, either as students, as a dependent, or even those who want to come into the UK from their country. And the likes of Indeed, the likes of Total Jobs, CV Library. I've submitted my CV. Even the thing about you making your CV to kind of suit the job that you're applying into. Sometimes I have to read this job specification to make sure that my CV is updated. Even on LinkedIn as well, sometimes LinkedIn will tell me that, oh, maybe I think I qualify for 6 out of the 10 skills that is required. I'll quickly go and update my skill and all this kind of thing. But after everything, I still wasn't getting job in the UK. So what I now did was, so I have a work coach in the UK. So I spoke with my work coach about getting a job and everything. And each time they get any job vacancy, it's sent to me. I apply, still the same. So guys, today's video is just all about how I got the job without a CV, so that you can also try it. And I wish you all the best, and I hope that you are able to benefit from this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Talk to Baby. On this channel, I share information on how you can relocate to developed country, among other things. Please consider subscribing to this channel, be a part of this family, and most importantly, turn your notification bell so that as soon as I drop any new update, you are among the first set of people to view it. And please, for any of my videos that you watch, if you find it beneficial, if you are able to gain 1 or 2 things from the video, kindly share, because this encourages me to do more. Now on to the video. What exactly did I do? When I noticed that my CV was not going any far, so what I did was to clean up my CV. And what do I mean by cleaning up my CV? One, I noticed that I've never worked in the UK before anyway, so definitely I won't have any UK work experience. So, and most of my work experience, I actually put the country of my employer. Okay, what do I mean? Like, for example, saying that I've worked, let's say, at Indeed Nigeria or Indeed Ghana. So I removed the Ghana from it. I just put the name of the organization and my title and my job, my duties, like my skills and everything, you understand? So that was the first thing I did. I noticed that maybe some of these employers, when they pick the CV and you say you're a customer care service in your country, they will look at it as the way you serve this, the customers in your service is different from the way they do it here in the UK. So even though, yes, you have this skill, but it is not I don't know if it's a belief, but it is not the same way you deliver your duties in your country. That's the same way it works in the UK. So there are so many rules that guide employment. There are so many rules that guide you as an employee, working with your colleagues and all that. So sometimes it used to feel like bringing someone from outside might work against them, because everything in UK is guided by rules, and if you default, then you are liable to pay a fine and all that. So I think that's why some of these employers sometimes just drop the CV of anyone who does not have work experience in the UK or any international certification or something like that. So I took out anything that has to do with Nigeria. I took it out of my CV. So yes, I put the name of the company, but I didn't put the location of the company. That's the first thing I did. So the next thing I did again is to clean up my LinkedIn profile. So because some of these employers, sometimes they would apart from your CV, they'll go and view your profile to see who you are. So social media also, they go through your social media to check to see who you are. So I just cleaned up everything, like my LinkedIn. I make sure that what I have on my CV synchronizes well with what I have on my LinkedIn. And also I put my profile on LinkedIn to open to work, which means that I am actively looking for work. If you want help with how to go about that, I can always show you how to change your profile to open to work on LinkedIn. So that's the second thing. Then the third thing is I try to get three types of CV. So I was actively looking for jobs as data analyst, as administration, because someone once advised me that sometimes you just need to look for entry level jobs just for you to gain experience. Then after a while you can now start applying for mid-level or senior roles in the UK. So all these things I put it into consideration when I'm applying for jobs, you understand. But still I wasn't really getting, though yes there was a change, because I started getting some calls, but at some point then, you know, maybe at the second level or the next level or something like that, then I'm cut off. Then sometimes too they would send what's this thing called now, I'm looking for the right word for it. So they will send some set of questions for you to answer it. That's like the next level. So the way you answer it also matters. You know, back home when you're working with your colleague and you have a delivery time and your colleague is struggling with his or her job, you know, you want to try to finish up your own job before you assist your colleague. But that's not the way it works here. Here they expect you to stop whatever you're doing and assist your colleague because they believe in teamwork. Well, that's the idea here. So I think that one also affected me, because each time I'm feeling that I have forgotten the name of that thing. So each time I'm feeling it, I think I don't choose the appropriate answer, so I'm being cut off. So what did I do? So I've been in the UK for a while and I've not actually worked in the UK because I have a little one, and I've done a video about it. I didn't work because my little one was not in school, and at that time I don't have prior knowledge that my little one is eligible to free childcare at 2 years. Yes, if you have a child that is 2 years and above, your child is eligible to free childcare. I've done a video where I discuss it extensively on how you can apply for free childcare so that you can work in the UK. But as soon as my child turned 3, so that's when I actively started looking for jobs. So before I was just looking for job, but not like I was ready. And I've always told myself that I don't want to come to the UK and start doing menial jobs. Not that the menial jobs is bad, but because of the level I was when I was in Nigeria, so it makes it kind of difficult for me. Then apart from that, also I've become so lazy. Like you see the cleaning, the healthcare and all that, like that's the care worker, support worker and all that. Like it's not like I don't want to do it. If I can, I will. But I'm not saying that those jobs are bad, but I just feel like it's not a job for me, you understand. So I'm actively looking for job in offices, you understand. So all of a sudden I spoke with my work coach about, I have a work coach, and I spoke with my work coach about I want to go back to, I want to work, I would like to do some trainings and all that. So whilst we're having this conversation, they told me about a job fair that is coming up soon. So job fair, yes, from the word job fair, is like a fair, like where you have so many employers come to a particular venue just to talk to potential employees about vacancies that is available in the organization. And sometimes they do interview with for you at that spot, and then you get instant employment. And in some cases, after having a conversation with you, if they see that they have a list of number of people that is eligible candidates for that job, so maybe they, when they get back to their office, they will do their reviews and then they will call whoever they feel fits or suits that job vacancy the most, you understand. So when I was told about this job fair, I've been told about job fair before, I'm always ignoring it, like job fair, like what's it about, like, you know. But now that I was at that time when I was really ready to work, so I said, okay, let me just go for this job fair. God, come and see, there were a lot of employers, like a lot of employers. I think there were like almost 100 employers there, and you know, some of these employers, they're looking for more than one candidate for different vacancies. You see employers for support worker, employers for cleaners, employers for administrators, employers for even bus driver, employers for soldiers, like if you want to join the army, like a lot of employers came there. So I just went to, and when you get to their stand, they have like a stand, you understand, like the word job fair, you know, they have their stand, so you just review. So, and the good thing about this thing is that when you submit your CV, sometimes when they see the name and then they see your job description, they see your where you've worked, and they Google it or something, they say that it's not a company in the UK, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it works against us, we who don't have work experience in the UK. So but when the employer is opportune to have a tete-a-tete with you, like you were able to talk face to face, and the person sees your potential and see how you are able to own a conversation and all that, then the person will be able to be convinced. Sometimes they say seeing is believing, but because they don't know who they want to employ, so they don't want to waste time when they have other people that maybe are working in Europe or work in Canada or work in other developed countries, they'll just put your CV. I know that's my own impression anyway, because that's what it just looks like. Because how can I've been applying for jobs, and each time I talk to an employer, maybe I'm opportune to talk to someone who's got vacancy in their office, and then we have a conversation, then they'll be like, oh, you're going to fit so well in this room. I'm like, but I submitted CV now, you put, so that was how I was able to get my job. So I went for a job fair, I visited different employer stand, and I submitted my name, just my name. They didn't ask for CV. Though it's good to go with your CV, because you never can tell the job fair you attend, they might need you to present your CV. But what they did was get my name, ask me if I think I can do the job. Some of them will give you a link to go on the website to apply. Some will give you like a form to fill right there, and on the form they will ask about your career, more or less like a mini CV, and some will just ask you to drop your name and your number, and that was what I did before I got my job. So I just dropped my name, I dropped my number, I dropped my last under my name. The person wrote the last job that I did. I mean, my last job, my last role, my duties, my what's it called, my qualification, like what certification I have and everything. The person just wrote it on paper, wrote it, because there were a lot that went to that stand. So and then I think the next day I got a mail to say that I've been invited for an interview. If I'm interested, I should reply to the mail to say yes, and then they will send me the role description, the details of the role and everything. And that is how I started working with Reed. I'm sure you know about Reed. Reed is a competitor for Indeed, CV Library, just that recruits. So currently I'm a screening executive at Reed Special Recruitment in the UK, and I got this job without submitting a CV. So when I did my interview, I read about the role and I prepared myself ahead. So when we're done with the interview, she told me that I'm overqualified for the job, and am I okay with the salary and all that, because obviously, considering the role that I play in my last job, like it's a senior level, but it's kind of lower, but yeah, it's just something for me to start job in the UK, get the experience, and then I can start applying for other jobs in the UK and all that. So I told her, yes, I'm okay. So said she's going to send a letter to me, that if I accept the letter, that's when they know that I'm ready to work with them. So towards the end of the day, she sent a letter, like an acceptance or like a job offer letter, something like that. So I accepted the job, and ever since then I've been working with Reed Recruitment Agency. So that's why I said that sometimes attending job fair or having an opportunity to talk to employers might give you a wider opportunity, or might kind of give you an edge to get a job, more than when you just submit a CV. Don't get me wrong, as I said earlier, I'm not saying submitting your CV will not earn you a job employment in the UK, but sometimes you might just be lucky by talking to an employer. And one other thing again is, ever since I've joined Reeds, whenever there's a job vacancy, they always share with us in-house before putting it out there on online, so that if you have anyone that you can refer, they would be, and the person is suitable for the job, they will employ the person. So each time there's any vacancy, I'll be sharing with you guys, so that if you think it's something that is suitable, it's something you want to do, the salary is okay for you, you share your CV with me, and then I would submit it and put it forward for them to consider you for employment. Please do not forget to share this video to as many people as possible. Also, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. We are happy to have you here, and most importantly, please share this video to as many people as possible, because you'll be helping those people, and even in turn, it will encourage me to do more. I wish you all the best in everything you do, and until I see you in my next video, bye for now.